everybody. I'm Melissa from Nerd Alert News,
And I'm TiShea, also from Net Alert News.
and we are here to talk about the movie Driven,
Driven.
starring Richard Speight Jr., written by Casey Dillard and directed by Glenn Payne. Um, this movie, I've been waiting so long for this movie to come out because every time they had a showing, it would be too far away or not enough notice for me to get there. So it finally came, and I didn't even wait for my DVD. I also rented it on Amazon. So I rented it and then got the DVD because didn't want to wait. I didn't want to wait the 2 days for my DVD to come. So
I did the same thing. Like the night it came out, I rented it, and then my DVD came the next day, and I'm like, ooh, extras.
I feel like I have been hearing about this movie. It hasn't even been that. I feel like it's been like 4 years. Obviously, it hasn't been that long, and I can't even imagine how Glenn and Casey feel because, like, they've been working on it so much longer than we've been waiting for it.
I know.
It was so worth the wait for me.
It was worth it for me too. I mean, Casey's writing was absolutely brilliant. The story it grabbed you and held on, and I mean, their performances were just phenomenal.
Yeah, honestly, I liked that it was so ambiguous in the beginning. Like, you didn't know what was happening, like, without being too spoilery, I guess. Like, Emerson's, like, in the car just, like, talking to herself, and you're like, what is going on? But, like, I really love that because it was, like, it hooked you from the beginning.
It started the mystery from the beginning, and that's what grabs you.
You don't really know. I don't know what the time frame is. I feel like it's 20 minutes or something, but you don't really know anything for like the first little bit of the movie. You're so like, I don't understand what's going on. Like, what is happening in this movie?
And that's another thing, the way that, the main plot is introduced, it's just so flawless and it just flows so well that, you get lost in the story.
Yeah, and it was so well written. I in my review for IMDb, I wrote that, like, I think they even said it too, that it's a low budget movie, but it's not written that way. It's written to be like a $1 million budget movie. But it's done so well with like the tools and the resources they had that it doesn't even feel like a low budget movie.
No, it doesn't. And you can tell how much work and effort and how much love went into making this whole movie.
Definitely, for sure. I mean, I initially obviously was interested in the movie because of Richard Speight Jr. because he's part of Supernatural, but seeing the process of like them promoting and getting everything ready, and Glenn and Casey have like sort of been welcomed into like the family, so to speak.
They have, without a doubt.
And honestly, they're really great people. They're awesome. They're talented, and you can see that. Like, I tend to watch sort of B and C horror movies, so to speak, going in expecting it to be like really bad so I can just laugh at it. But this was so not that. And it was written to be a comedy, but like there was also some serious points in it. So I don't know. I just like the balance. It was very well balanced for me.
I think it married the horror and the comedy genre just perfectly.
It felt really real to me. It felt real. Like this, like if you were in the situation, this is how you would handle it.
Right? Exactly.
Like,
this situation is dumped in your lap, and it's either you do it or you don't, and you got to make that decision, and that's what she does.
Yeah. I was actually shocked that she was like, okay, demons. Like, it wasn't like, it was like so not like a thing that fazed her, that like, oh, okay, demons, that's cool. Like, not like you're crazy. Because I sort of think that's like sort of a trope in movies where like people like, you're just crazy. Like that, everybody just thinks they're crazy right off the bat. And so, like, she just went into right to the acceptance part, like.
Right. It was just, all right, this is what we're doing. Let's do it. How do we take care of this?
Like, okay.
And I loved that. I loved it. It was so Emerson. And I loved everything about Emerson's character. Every little detail that she put in was just, it just made you love her so much. Exactly. Even with Richard's character, I mean, there was so much put into their character development early on and throughout and at the end that it was just two characters that you fell in love with and you were cheering for them at the end.
Yeah. Like, even a character like Roger, who's like sort of a jerk, like he's sort of mean.
He
and you're
started
like
out that way, yeah.
But at the end, you're like, we need, like,
okay, I kind of love him.
Succeed. You need to succeed because I love you, and you need to like be okay, you know. So, but yeah, it's definitely, I don't know. I love the cinematography. Being a creative person myself, like, I've noticed a lot more now that I've gotten older, that there are moments where I'm like, wow, that was a beautiful shot. Like,
yeah, I mean, Glenn's directing throughout this whole movie was just on point. Every single scene.
Yeah, there was just so many. There was one scene, I feel like it was towards the end, like Richard's in the back seat and he's talking to Casey's character, and Roger and Emerson are talking, and there's just a light coming from outside and it's red. And I don't know, for some reason I really just loved that, like, the look of that scene.
The
just
ambiance
like
of it.
The red light coming in. I don't know. It was really awesome. And I'm just like a total nerd for that kind of thing, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, no, it was definitely a really good movie, and I kind of want to watch it again. I've
already watched it again.
The top of this says 8 out of 10, and I'm like,
so wrong. It needs to be 10.
Because it should be 10 out of 10.
Or like 100 out of 10. Like, can we just make up a number for this?
Yeah, like infinity out of 10.
There we go.
I don't know. It's just, and it's not even because I've met Richard and I know Richard, and like we've gotten to know Glenn and Casey, and I'm like, you know, sort of like emotionally attached to them now. Like, I want to like protect them at all costs, sort of thing.
Exactly. Biased aside, this is an extremely wonderful movie.
I think it was just very well written and well executed, because even for like a B movie, like, it's not like a, you know, like a $1 million budget or whatever. Like, there are other movies that have way more special effects and probably way more of a budget that are out there that are just not, they're not done well.
Don't even measure up.
No, and I'm telling you, I have seen my fair share of like bad movies.
Oh, I have too. It's a pastime.
Not that I thought this was going to be bad, but like, and I didn't, I wasn't going in expecting it to be bad, but just comparatively to like the like lower budget and, you know, like what this would be ranked as, like A, B, C, or D or whatever, like, I feel like you don't feel like it was. There was a lot of effort put into it, so it feels like it could have had a larger budget than it probably did.
Yes, I definitely agree. It was, you know, indie movie budget, but it came out looking like, you know, a movie budget.
Yeah.
So, and that says a lot about the creators themselves and the performers.
Yeah, exactly. And I kind of want to be like, someone give this team like $2 million to make a movie. Like, I can't even imagine what they do. Like, it would be amazing.
It would.
I mean, not that like their work is not good now, because they also do. I don't know if you've seen Starcastle Paranormal.
I love that.
I have to see the fourth episode. I was
watched
excited.
The fourth episode like maybe a day after Glenn announced it.
I know.
I want more so bad.
I'm behind the eight ball.
I have reviewed Glenn. I promise.
Yeah. But I definitely love that because I'm a huge paranormal TV nerd. So I was like, I have to watch it. And it's so funny. It's so funny.
It is hilarious.
It
is hilarious.
Yeah.
And Glenn and Casey just play off each other so well.
They do. They do. And that's what I think that's why this movie came out so amazing, is because they're just such a good team together, you know?
They are the unstoppable duo.
They're like the ultimate power duo. Like if
they are.
Like honestly, I think that they're oh my god, happening words. Their partnership is just like it's so amazing, and
their partnership I think laid the foundation for everything to go as well as it did.
Exactly. And you can really tell how much hard work went into this movie.
You can. I mean, from the credits, you can tell how much work went into it.
Exactly. So, yeah, I definitely recommend this movie, and I'm like gonna try getting all my friends to watch it.
110% on that.
Yeah. And I can't wait to watch these bonus features.
The bloopers are hilarious. All of the extras are fantastic.
I want to watch the commentary.
Oh, it's worth it. It's worth it.
I feel like that was really funny. I feel like I'm behind. You're already like, oh, I watched everything, and I'm like, I watched it once. Does that count? I just watched it once. Anyways, yeah, definitely recommend this movie. Glenn, Casey, Rich, you did amazing. Everybody on the crew, you did amazing. And we here at Nerd News definitely support you and all of your future projects, and we can't wait to see what you do next.